just listen, because she should be starting talking here soon, hopefully.
Blake, it's Whitley. What's the situation?
Not good.
What do you see?
Not a goddamn thing in this storm.
Have you found anything?
Well, your transmitter's down and everything else is foobar.
What do you mean?
The base is gone, Colonel. It looks like massive explosives damage. Any clues here are gonna be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Understood. Do a recon, see if you can find anything that'll give us an idea what happened. I could try to get the chopper back to you within an hour, but visibility's falling fast and the report for your area is not very good.
Okay. We'll make a sweep and report back.
Roger. Meanwhile, I'll check up on Alpha Team. Oh, Blake, just remember it's 40 below out there. We both know exposure could sneak up on you. Keep your team together and get them to shelter as quickly as you can.
Roger that. Blake out.
Okay, so before I read this tutorial, I do want to talk a little bit. So this game is called The Thing. It is a loosely integrated, what is the word I'm looking for? Epilogue. That's the word I'm looking for. So it is a loosely integrated epilogue of the 1982 movie, The Thing. I understand that one did come out in 2011, and they kind of changed up some stuff on it, but yeah, this is based off of the original movie. This is a PlayStation 2 game that came out in 2002 under the creators, well, not under the creators. The creators of the game was Black Label Games. From what I've read on, my research that I did on them, they were originally called Black Label Games. They did a rebranding a couple of times, and then they eventually were bought by Activision, which is, I know, now known as Activision Blizzard, and, whatever other companies they've, accumulated. I forgot where I was going with that, but still. So this is the game based off of that. It is being run on a PlayStation 2 emulator, because there is no other way of actually playing this game. It is a delisted game, which means that you can't find it on any store, pretty much. Like, you can buy a physical copy, or you can run it on an emulator. That's about it. I am playing it on an emulator today because, unfortunately, you can't really record with PlayStation 2, so... you literally cannot plug your PlayStation 2 into your computer and record it. There's a lot of other things that have to happen with that, and personally don't really want to break a PlayStation just to do that. Like, especially something like that old. Love my PlayStation 2s. Amazing consoles, in my personal opinion. But, without further ado, let's just get into the gameplay here. So, tutorials. As you play through your first 4 levels, text pop-ups like this one will come on the screen from time to time to explain different parts of the game to you. You can skip them by pressing triangle button, or turn them off entirely by going into the start menu, go to the pause menu. Go into the pause menu and selecting options. You can switch the tutorials off by entering the game settings menu. However, they will teach you how to play the game, so it's suggested that you read each tutorial at least once. More help and more advice can be found in the field manual. You can find the field manual in the pause menu by pressing the start button. So, I'm actually not even using a PlayStation controller. I know, blasphemy. I'm using an Xbox controller that I have plugged into my computer. It is my PC controller, so... Let's go ahead and, hit my Y button, or, my triangle button. Cold exposure. It's 40 degrees below zero in the Antarctic. And so whenever you're outside, you'll suffer from the cold. An exposure meter blue at the bottom of the screen will show you how much time you have until temperatures begin to actually harm and take away from your health. Okay. Objectives. As you play through the game, you'll be given objectives. These appear in the top left-hand corner of the screen and are color-coded green. That shows that an objective is active, and orange text means that an objective has been completed. You can check the status of all your objectives by pressing the select button to enter the keys, documents, and objectives. Once in this screen, move the left analog stick up to highlight the document, and then press the X button. I'm reading these because I need to know that, because like I may have done a like a little bit of a playthrough last night, but I didn't actually read any of this. I just kind of skipped through it just to make sure that things were gonna work. All right. So then, if we turn around, we come back over here, we can pick up some extra flares, some extra ammo, and an extra gun. The reason why we need the extra gun is, well, America, fuck yeah. But also, in this game, there's it'll show us in a tutorial. There is a trust system that you have to go through, and like you have to make the you'll find other people. Like the squad that I have now isn't always going to be with me.
Blake, you need anything repaired or even a simple bypass, and I'm your man.
If any of you take on any damage, get back to me ASAP, and I'll help you out. I'm not carrying any dead bodies back.
I'm locked, loaded, and ready to make shit dead.
Alright, so before I continue on, what he just did pisses me off. He's holding the same automatic weapon that I'm holding, which, from the looks of it, is loosely based off of the MP5. He just cocked it like a pump-action shotgun. Whatever. Just frustrating. Don't like it. So, squad member communication. Your squad is made up of 3 different character classes that you can tell apart by the headgear. Soldiers have a camouflage helmet on. Engineers don't go anywhere without their trusty cap, and medics like to keep warm in a beanie with a red cross on the front. Well, that's kind of against the Geneva Convention to have that. I don't know if they ever actually fixed that. Crap, that's not good. I might have to blur that. We'll see. The members of your squad are very much alive. They blink, they fidget when they're bored, and they think for themselves. Be careful how you treat them, as they're all trained veterans. Even if they're unarmed, they won't hesitate to take you down and decide if you are acting suspiciously. They will also communicate with you both verbally and with the use of icons that appear over their heads. For an explanation of the overhead icons, refer to your field manual. To interact with your team, press the triangle button. The faces of the faces of any members of your squad. Wow, I have problems reading aloud. I apologize. The faces of any members of your squad close enough to receive orders will appear to show you their current physical and emotional state. You will also see a group command in the center of the faces. This is the follow or stay command. Highlighting this and pressing X will tell the squad members shown to either follow or to stay. They are stay where they are as you move the highlight. Yep, okay. It's just a lot of words. Squad member trust. As has already been explained, your squad mates are intelligent. Are intelligent people. They will react to your actions based on how much you trust them, how much they trust you. When you enter the squad menu, you will see a bar above their names. Yep. For any squad member, if this level is in the green section, it means they will trust you and will take orders from you throughout your mission. If his level of trust is in the orange section, it means he doesn't trust you and won't help you, but he isn't yet convinced you're an enemy, so he won't attack either. If his level of trust is red, it indicates he doesn't trust you at all and sees you as an enemy. Yep, and then this is the junction boxes. I can walk up to them and fix them as long as I don't need an actual... As long as they're basic ones, I can fix them. If they're anything higher, I need an engineer. Right now, we're going to take Burroughs, and we're going to tell him... Oh, I guess not. Whatever, I'll fix it myself. I mean, that's technically what I'm supposed to do anyways. And then this is going to blow up and hurt me so that they can be like, hey, you're a medic. Can, you know, pick you up, pick up... Well, they can't pick you up. They can pick up squad members and heal you. Unless they're healed, yep. The exception of themselves, so you will need to keep an eye on your medics. Oh, okay, so they won't heal themselves, but they'll heal everybody else. I don't know if that's the right move, but yeah. Okay, and then all the ammo that I pick up in this beginning scenario, I keep. So also, when we move on, I am going to be taking all their weapons. Like, before we leave. I don't care if they trust me. They're not going to be around long enough to matter. And then we just walk this way. Walk more this way. And if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what happened here. But if you haven't seen the movie, I can tell you. So, in the movie, there is a creature that pretty much, like, it kills you, takes over, makes itself look like you. Like, it replicates literally everything. Clothes, you name it. But when it takes... yeah, so when it takes you over, it can't really do anything about your clothes. But it can replicate them. Which is weird. I don't understand how they explain that in the movie, really, but they did. And they find clothing that is, like, torn up in the movie, which makes them extremely suspicious of all of each other. Oh shit, I gotta get into somewhere and warm up. I'm just gonna go right here, and this is gonna bring us into a cutscene.
What the hell?
What do you think it is, Captain?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Looks like a goddamn UFO to me. This shit gives me the creeps.
Yeah, we're not alone in the universe and all that crap. Check it out and move on.
And we got the key. I also played a little bit last night so that I didn't get, like, stonewalled by my own stupidity. Because this is, you know, very much a 2000, like, early 2000s game. You are going to find, like, a lot of, like, it has a lot of, like, oh, I guess that I can't break that stuff open. That's weird. But it does have a lot of just, like, puzzle tropes to it. Which is actually kind of fun. And then, yeah, we're full up on clips for that. Or magazines. And magazines for that. And then if we go right in here, there is this. So let's listen.
none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. We're all very tired. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
Alright, so I guess it doesn't replicate the clothes, but it does tear through your clothes. Alright, so let's follow these, because if you don't follow these, you kind of get lost, and getting lost is not a good thing in the Antarctic. I mean, you know, it's 40 below, which it should be way, way colder. Alright, and then you come in here, gain access, and then you come right over here. Yep, advanced junction box, which means I need my engineer to fix it. Yep, you gotta get close to it, talk to it. And then we go to burrows, go to junction box.
Okay.
Fix it, please. Let him fix it. Boom! Now we got power. And we're gonna come right here. So we got an adrenaline hypo. I'm not gonna waste it on him. He's gonna the medic is gonna freak out once we go near that body over there. Although contact with an infected entity does not guarantee infection, there's still between a 50 and 70% chance of infection. The virus has the ability to replicate the original biological entity, including the clothing. Okay, apparently I was wrong again. I don't know how it does it though. Like it does. I don't think it's ever actually explained. Oh, sorry. The controls are a little bit wonky when you want to do certain things, but I know that there's this note here. Although this is probably the scariest biological entity I have ever encountered, I feel that under the correct study, this could advance our understanding of biology greatly. So I do believe that one of the channels that I personally love watching, Roanoke Gaming, did a video on this. On the movie.
Oh, Christ, what is that?
Chill out. Everybody keep tight till we figure out what's going on.
And he explained like a lot of the biological stuff about it. I'm not sure though. I'll have to look. So your squad, yeah. So your squad members are conscious of pretty much everything around them, like literally everything. They have fear, they have anger, all of that. Like it's actually a pretty advanced AI system for them, which I thought was really cool. Oh, and we gotta actually hold the button down. It's not just a click. Alright, here we go. I have compiled a 5-page report from the autopsy performed on the anomalous corpse that was discovered at the Norwegian outpost. It appears that what we are dealing with is some kind of self-repairing entity that has the ability to morph itself into different biological forms. Access to medical supplies is limited to myself and Gary. Code 1138.
That's the kind of information Whitley was talking about. I gotta find that report.
Okay, and then you gotta... Yeah. You didn't have to make note of these. Blake can remember them, which I thought was actually really cool. You know, you find the code and you just walk up to the door instead of you having to go in and manually fucking put it in. Alright, there we go. Now we're in here. Oh, we gotta get some medical supplies. We only get a couple, unfortunately. Let's see. Burrows. Go to... Oh, yeah, no, you can't go to because I'm not close enough to it. Data room. Burrows. I need you to fix something.
Alright.
Thank you. The door. This is just a save point, so we are gonna save. And so that is my my little playthrough right down there that I'd originally started last night. Well, I could just say the night before because this isn't me coming out like for a little bit, so. Alright, now we're gonna follow these. And then right over here.
Whitley, this is Blake.
What have you got?
One body. Identification says Childs, no survivors. And what appears to be
One body? And what?
some kind of unidentified craft. It looks, well, like a UFO. Colonel? Colonel!
Roger. I'll have a chopper there ASAP. There's a supply crate that was dropped earlier near the base. It contains C4 charges. I want you to rig all the remaining buildings and I'll remote detonate them from here.
Affirmative. I'll contact you when we're finished.
Creepy laughter there. Anyways, so if you have seen the original 1980 movie, this is a little bit of a spoiler for you. I apologize. There was two people in there at the end of the movie. There was Childs and McCready. Now, there's only two bodies. There's only one body. There's not two bodies. So that leads me to believe that the person, McCready, that blew up this entire base was actually one of them. Was one of these creatures that we are going to find out here. Alright, and then we gotta walk up to this and that. And then before we do anything else, I do want to do this. I want to take his weapon. I want to take... I can't take his weapon. Oh, okay. Is it because I can't hold more than one of those, I guess? Okay. I guess I can't hold more than two. That's whatever. The fact that I have two pistols now makes me a little bit happier because then I can keep one of the pistols for myself when I do find other people. And then we gotta go all the way over here. So the last piece of explosives has to be placed in here. Then we place this one here. Boom. There we go. Return to evac point. And then we just gotta run this way again. And then we just run to this red right here. Gonna bring us into another cutscene.
Colonel, we've completed the explosives placement. Standing by for evac. Anything from Alpha Team?
Negative. Could be the storm.
Must be. I've been getting partial transmissions for the last hour or so. I'm going to assemble my team. When the chopper arrives, I'll have it drop me at Alpha's rendezvous.
Negative. You have your orders, Captain. Don't put this mission in jeopardy.
I understand, Colonel, but I don't have much choice. Pierce's team is in trouble. Besides, if there are any survivors, I'm the only one on the team that speaks Norwegian. Blake out.
I mean, so I get it. It's just the ass backwards way of the military. You know, only have one translator type shit. Just frustrating to me.
Blake, do you read me?
Roger, Colonel. This is Blake.
Have you found anyone yet?
Nothing yet. I just arrived. The storm is worsening. May take a while to find anything.
Looks like that little stunt of yours might pay off.
I don't understand, Colonel.
I received a partial transmission from Pierce. He's found something. Might be research. Find him and get back to me ASAP.
Affirmative. Did he say if there were any hostiles in the area?
Negative. No hostiles.
Okay, I'm on it. Blake out.
So that was a fucking lie.
But, oh yeah, light poles. Light poles exist to guide people from one location to another when blizzards hamper visibility. Use them to help you discover new areas, but don't be afraid to explore beyond them either. Okay, so that is the end of this episode. I know there was probably a lot of rambling in it. I apologize. But I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back, because I understand we didn't get into any combat or anything into the game, and that was just a introduction. I will be making more of these, and if you did enjoy this one, please leave a like, maybe a comment, possibly subscribe if you want to see some more. I do play a lot of old school games. I do have a few other ones that I do want to play on here that are, well, they're impossible to play anywhere else other than on an emulator, and they're all amazing games. And I hope you come back and go through a nostalgic journey with me for more. But without further ado, I hope you have a great day, or night, or whatever time of the day that you're watching this.